and welcome to another BookTube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. I hope you're having a lovely Friday. It's the weekend! Yeah. Today I'm going to be talking about my reading and channel resolutions and update on that. It's June, we're sort of halfway through the year. I've been doing videos about books that I've DNF'd so far this year. I'm going to be filming my favourite videos of the year so far, and this is just a sort of check-in on the plans and resolutions that I had for my reading and my channel this year. If you would like to, you can. I will link it down below. Go and watch my original video, which was out in January. Oh, I had such lovely hair then. I had lovely purple hair. I've got slightly pink hair. It's like washing out a little bit, isn't it? I had lovely purple hair, and I just look like I'm really in good nick in that video. I will link it down below, and that's what going to be me talking about the plans that I've got for this year. However, I will be also going over those plans here. So, I mean, if you want, watch it. If you don't, watch this. So we'll start with my reading plan. So my first reading plan was that I planned to read 150 books this year. So I am not on target for this at the moment. I use a combination of Goodreads and a spreadsheet provided by Sophie from Portal in the Pages. She makes a reading spreadsheet, and I use that. I've used that for the past 2 years. I use a combination of those, and I am behind by 7 books at the moment. So I've read 62 books this year so far, which puts me behind by 7 books if I want to read 150 this year. I think I'm going to do it still. 7 books is not that much. I'm not going to finish a book today. I'm in the middle of a audiobook, and I'm reading a book as well, and a short stories collection. What I'm going to do, I've just had a little look in my bathroom. I've got lots of little penguin modern, like the little penguin minis, and I've got some of the vintage miniature doodahs as well. I've got 13 books in that bathroom that are all under 150 pages, I think, or maybe even under 100 pages, and they're just sitting there. They're not really doing anything. They're supposed to be there for, like, if I have a bath, but quite often I read what I want in the bath. So I think in July, I am going on holiday in July, but apart from my holiday reading, maybe I'll just read small books in July, and that will definitely catch me up. If there's 13 there, that will definitely catch me up, alongside my other reading, my holiday reading and things like that. So I think that's what I'm going to plan on doing, just to catch myself up. Also, I do include picture books in the books that I read, and I read quite a lot of picture books over the Christmas period. I quite like to buy Christmas picture books, and I read little poetry collections and stuff, so I always make up a little bit of time during December as well. So yeah, I am not concerned about that. I am definitely sure I will pick up those 7 books. Another resolution I had was that I wanted to read 1 translated fiction book per month. I've read 4 translated fiction books this month, which means I'm behind by 2. Now, I did DNF a translated fiction book. I DNF'd Tentacle by Rita Indiana. Why is that still there? I don't need that there anymore. I can get rid of it. So if I'd have finished that, I'd have been 5, so I would have been just 1 behind. This month, I have been reading Jane Eyre books, so retellings of Jane Eyre, actual Jane Eyre, and some sort of Jane Eyre inspired books. And I don't feel like there was many in terms of translated fiction that is inspired by Jane Eyre. So that's probably why I'm down a month this month. Again, being 2 behind is not something I'm concerned about. I could, in fact, maybe even some of those little penguin minis were translated from a translated fiction, translated books anyway. So yeah, I'll have to have a look at that. But yeah, again, behind on that, but not concerned about it, because I can definitely see myself picking that up. Another reading resolution I had was my book clubs. I wanted to read a different genre each month, and I've absolutely been doing this. So my plan was that I wanted to be able to, I didn't want to read sort of like thriller followed by mystery genre. Like, I wanted all the genres to be really different. And I run 3 book clubs. I run a book club in real life, at work, one with my friends, and a Patreon book club. And I really feel like I've spanned a lot of genres, and no genres have been very, very similar. So for instance, we've done translated YA, Daphne du Maurier genre, that genre, Jane Eyre retellings, female bodies is my one for Patreon next month, and yeah, so I've been pretty impressed with the different genres I've been reading. I feel like I've been reading a lot of genres, which I feel happy about. Genre. And then I've been wanting to use the library more, which I've absolutely been doing. I've been really happy with using the library. David and I moved at the end of last year, not the end of last year, in summer last year. It's almost been a year since we moved, and the place that we moved to has a smaller library. It's a village that we live in now, and the library there is not open as much as the library that we were using before. So Minnie's just using her scratch post over there. She's having the time of her life, playing with the ball on it. and the library that we now live by does not open on a Thursday, which is the day that I have off to do booktube stuff. So I've been using it at the weekend, but I wanted to use the library more because I wanted to reserve books and get books in and like not grumble about having to pay overdue fines, because I want to put money into the library because so many libraries are closing. That very library I was talking about, they're having to reduce their hours, and I was talking to the lady in there and she's going down, the whole library's going down by 2.5 full-time staff. And it's just so like, and they're going to be closing for lunch times and things like that, just because they can't afford to pay the staff to do it. So I'm more than happy to pay 80p to reserve a book and get a book bought in, or to pay some late fees and things like that, because I want those libraries to stay open because they're amazing places, libraries. So recently, the 2 books that I have reserved recently, they're not ready to be picked up yet, but I've reserved a book called Selfish, Shallow and Self-Absorbed, 16 Writers on the Decision Not to Have Kids. A lot of people recommended that to me. In passing, I mentioned that David and I probably aren't going to have kids, and a lot of people were like, oh, you should really make a video on that, and a few people recommended that book to me as well. So that's a collection of essays about people who didn't have children, so I have reserved that. And then also A Spell of Winter. I watched Simon's video recently where he's talking about reading the back catalogue of the Women's Prize for Fiction winners, and the first ever Women's Prize for Fiction winner was Helen Dunmore with a book called A Spell for Winter, and I thought, oh, I'd like to join in with that and start, like, and I've just started reserving a few from a library. So they're the 2 I'm waiting to collect at the moment. But yeah, very, very happy with how much I've been using the library, and will continue to do so. My buying books, I have made no plans to cut back on buying books, and I've done nothing about that, so yeah, pleased about that. Read books before they come out. So this, as I said in my resolutions video, I'm in a very fortunate position where I get sent books before they come out, which is fucking lovely, which is really, really nice and exciting and wonderful. And I would like to be able to read some of those books before they come out, so I can be part of the hype for those books before they come out. I mean, I feel like I'm part of the hype of books before, like when they've come out, but I'd like to be more part of the hype before they come out. I've read 5 books this year before their publishing date, which I feel like I could do better with. That's not bad. I didn't set any sort of like targets with this. I just said I wanted to read more books that before they'd come out, and I think 5 books is pretty good, but maybe I could do a bit better. I need to have a rearrange. I've got a shelf in my bedroom where I put books that aren't yet published out in the order that they're going to come out, and at the moment, and I know it's not true, but there's no books on that shelf, and I know I've got books here that haven't yet come out, so I need to get that. So then I look at that on the regular, like when I wake up in the morning and when I'm going to bed at night, and think, oh, I need to read those, and I need to do something about putting them somewhere so that I know to read them before they come out as well. So yeah, I could do a bit more work on that, but I have read 5 books before they've been out this year, so I feel pleased about that. And then the last thing about reading was that I wanted to reread a few of my favourites in a different way that I'd read them. So for instance, if I'd read the book, I wanted to listen to them on audio, or if I'd listened to them on audio, I wanted to read the book. I have done this with 3 books so far, so I'm really pleased about that. I have listened to the audiobook of 3 of my favourite books from last year. This is Going to Hurt by Adam Kay, which is a fantastic, like, he narrates it himself and his delivery is just wonderful. And I've also listened to both of the Nevermore books on audio, and the girl who does the narration of that, she is also amazing. And actually, going forward, I feel like maybe I will just listen to the audiobooks of the Nevermore series, because she is just perfect. I think her name is Gemma Whelan that narrates them. She does an amazing job, and yeah, I loved them. I've read both of those books. I read both of the books last year. Loved the first book. Thought the second book was fun, like, it was, I still enjoyed it. Fine is a bit of an undersell. I did enjoy it, but on listening to the audiobooks, they bring them to life even more. The book themselves I thought were brought to life, but the audiobooks are just amazing. So yes, I've been very, very, very much enjoying that. So pleased with my reading resolutions. Although I am falling behind on a few things, I don't feel like I'm falling super behind. I don't feel like there's anything that I've had to sort of abandon because I don't think it's going to get done this year. It's all a case of sort of like a little bit of playing catch up, and like I said, I will do that next month, and I always do that in Vlogmas. It's called December, the month's called December, where I read picture books and things like that. So my channel plans, these have not been as successful. So my channel plans were to continue doing 3 videos a week, and the days that, Minnie, what are you coming up at the table for? You're so cute. Don't eat those flowers. I'm gonna have to get her off the table. Right, down you get. She's a naughty girl. So yeah. My channel plans, however, have not been as successful as my reading plans, and there are a few things which have fallen by the wayside and I need to do a little bit of work on those. The first one was that I wanted to continue putting up 3 videos a week. So all throughout last year I put up videos Wednesday, Friday and Sunday, and that was the schedule I was planning on pulling forward to this year. And yeah, I had a wonderful first half of the year. It's been wonderful, but the last few Wednesdays I haven't put videos up, and I actually thought nobody had noticed, and I was like, oh, maybe I'm getting away with this, but then 2 people messaged me today to say, why aren't you putting videos up on Wednesdays anymore? And there's no real reason. It's just been that I've sort of fallen behind with filming, and I believe it's probably partly me being a bit lazy. These days that I have off on a Thursday, this is a bit different. It's a half day today, and actually a doctor's appointment this morning, so I haven't had my afternoon off as I normally would. These days are for me to film videos and for me to read and for me to plan videos and things like that. And whereas before I used to film 2 or 3 videos and edit 2 of them at least, I now film 1 video and edit it. So I'm always running slightly behind. I was always like 1 video ahead, and I've started running slightly behind. So I need to get back into the habit of getting my videos sorted and getting videos filmed so that I'm never running behind. And it just seems like Wednesday videos have been taking the hit for that. So yes, I've addressed it now, and I will try and pick it back up because I like putting out 3 videos during, I like putting out 3 videos a week. I've got the content to do 3 videos a week. I'm about to mention things that I haven't done this year that I said I was gonna. So I know I've got the ideas there. I just need to structure my Thursdays a bit better and stop being a bit lazy. It's not even like I lay in bed all day or anything like that. I just take ages. Like I think, oh, I'll just read for a bit. Oh, I'll read and have my lunch. My lunch takes ages. Then I have to go out and get stuff for dinner. Well, I need to start treating it like a work day. I have done in the past. You've seen an Instagram story of me treating it like a work day in the past. But I need to get back into the habit of doing that, and I will. I will. Wednesday's videos will be back, I promise. Another thing I said I was going to do was take February off, and I did take February off, and I did have a bloody lovely time. I realised it was 5 years I've been doing BookTube in May, which is amazing. It's been an amazing 5 years. I've absolutely loved it. And around Christmas time, I sort of thought, oh, I'd like a little break. I'd like a little break. And a little voice at the back of my head said, take February off. It's a short month. And it's a nice sort of like compacted time. And I didn't want to take January off because I had a lot of sort of like favourite books of last year, videos, what I've got planned for this year, etc. January for me is a good month for videos. I like watching videos and filming videos in January. And I thought I'm going to take February off. And when I said to David about it, he was like, you'll never be able to do it. You'll be filming videos or you'll put something up in the middle of the month because you'll really want to. And I said, oh, well, I'll try. And I took the whole month off and I bloody loved it. It was really, really good. I felt really, really rested. I came back with ideas. I didn't miss filming like I thought I really would, but I just enjoyed the rest and it was wonderful. And then when I come back, it was really nice to come back. So going forward, I feel like maybe this channel will take a rest every February, just because it was just really enjoyable and it was just nice to sort of recharge my batteries and stuff. So yeah, so I took February off. It was okay. Everyone was still here when I come back. And yeah, I think I'll be doing that going forward. I said to myself, so this is something that I did do, I said that bookish content would remain the same. So things like I'll be doing my wrap-ups, TBRs, mid-month wrap-ups if required, which I haven't done all that many of, book hauls, things like that. The only thing I wanted your opinion on was I do 2 videos in the middle, well, I do 3 videos in the middle of every month that go up every month. A lovely chat, which isn't normally to do about reading. It's normally to do about what I've been up to, what I've got coming up, anything I want to tell you about, things that are coming up on the channel, etc. A currently reading video where I talk about the books that I'm currently reading, and then a video called At the Moment. Now this started as a tag video. A chap called Anthony Andrews set that up, and I've sort of taken it on as something that I do every month, where I talk about the last song I listened to, the last podcast I listened to, the last film I listened to, TV show I listened to, book I've read or books I'm reading, just because I feel like it's a good way to sort of check in, because if I don't, unless I absolutely love something, I won't mention it on my channel. So it might be that I've enjoyed watching a TV show, but I love Fleabag loads more, so I didn't mention this this show. So I sort of started doing that, and I do enjoy doing that, and it's also a good way to sort of like potentially talk about things that you haven't enjoyed as well, which is fun. So do you think I need the At the Moment tag and the currently reading tag? Because I do mention the books that I'm currently reading in At the Moment, and I try and separate it by like a week or 10 days or something so that it's not the same books. But do you need that? Let me know if you watch those videos. Let me know if you skim over those videos. I'll be interested to hear. The non-bookish content, now this is where things have gone to shit. There's a lot of things in the old non-bookish content that I haven't done. For example, Lauren and the Babes. I said I'd revisit this. This is a series where I talk about, talk with women that I know in my real life about women's issues or just issues that are going on. I've got a playlist of it, I'll link it down below. And I said I was going to film a few more of these videos with booktubers and revisit it with people that I filmed videos with in the past, and I have not done that. So yeah, I need to look at that. It hasn't even crossed my mind to do it. I literally said I was going to do it, and then I haven't even, it's not even like I've tried to book in a date with someone and just haven't done it. I just haven't thought about it. So that's something I definitely need to revisit. Cruelty-free series. I was doing a cruelty-free series, which I really, really love doing, where I would buy cruelty-free products, beauty and makeup products for a certain budget. You'd watch me buy them and the selection process, and then I'd do a sort of review of what I thought about these products. Again, I've got a playlist of this, I will link it down below. Very much enjoyed doing this, but I haven't done one. And it's like summer, I could be doing a bloody fantastic one now, talking about all the summer products. So yes, that's something else I need to look at. Alphabet series, hurrah! I have done something to do with this. So I had planned to film my next video in my alphabet series, and I did. That video is called F is for fast fashion. I'm really, really pleased with that video, pleased with the way it came out. It's where I talk about my relationship with fast fashion and how my relationship with buying clothes has changed. It's got like a little second-hand haul in it, a little sort of montage video of me wearing those outfits. Really, really pleased with how it went. Would urge you all to go and watch that if you haven't watched that already. I will link that video and the alphabet playlist down below. My next video on the alphabet playlist is G. And I don't know what I'm going to do for G, so if anyone's got any ideas, do let me know, because I would be interested. Plastics. I said I was going to film a series about my plastic, how much plastic I use and how I wanted to reduce that. I filmed the intro for that video, and the next video I wanted to do, so I'm sort of following 8 steps in order to reduce my plastic use. And the next step is record, and I need to record 2 weeks worth of data of how much plastic I use, and I haven't done that yet. And I've got no excuses, I just haven't done that. So that is something I need to do. Maybe that is something that I will plan to do from Monday, so I can do the next episode of that, because I really enjoy filming that, and I think it's something that I really find important, reducing plastics, and I've done a lot of it already this year. So yeah, documenting that would be a very good idea. So I need to do that. Vlogging, I said I would do more vlogging. I've done a few reading vlogs actually. My problem is, gang, I start filming vloggings with such excitement and enthusiasm, but by the end of the weekend I've literally forgotten to do it. So there'll be whole days where I don't film, and then I sort of think, oh, is it worth putting it up? And I guess it always is worth putting it up. And actually recently in a favourites video, I was going to vlog a bank holiday weekend, and I didn't. I only ended up vlogging the little bit where David and I went to Broadstairs. And I ended up putting that in my favourites video. So I do need to vlog more, and I will vlog more, but I did enjoy doing the reading vlogs. We've got a holiday coming up. We're going to the Lake District with some family and friends. And I feel like I will vlog a little bit of that. Something I have become aware of, I think, being 5 years into doing this, is that I don't want to shove a camera in the faces of people that don't do this all the time. This comes very naturally to David and I to sort of film what we're doing or to chat what we're doing and things like that. And even if people say, oh yeah, it's okay, sometimes I think, oh, you don't want to be filmed every fucking day on your holiday. So we went to Wales earlier this year and we didn't vlog. David vlogged one day, I think, the day we went to Picton Castle, and put that up on his channel. But yeah, I feel like I'm more aware now of me potentially not putting people in a situation where they feel like they have to say yes, they don't mind being filmed. So when I go on the holiday, hopefully I'll do some filming, but yeah, maybe it won't be every day. So yes. Not buying clothes. That comes, I said I was going to film a video about not buying clothes. That video became my fast fashion video. So yes, I've done that. Tick, well done. Body positivity. I wanted to do some more videos on body positivity. I've done a video about positivity. I did that earlier this year. I will link that down below. There's going to be a hell of a lot of linking down below. It's like a reading list over the summer for your new course you're starting in September. I did a video about positivity. A lot of people always ask me, why are you so positive? How are you so positive all the time? Actually, not feeling very positive today, having a bit of a day, so it does happen. But I've filmed, maybe I should go and watch my positivity video, lift myself up a bit. So yes, I have done that. And a lot of people asked if I would do some cooking videos, and I did say I was going to do that, and I haven't done any of that, but would be interested to hear what sort of cooking videos you'd like me to do. So yeah, reading resolutions going very well, channel resolutions going not as good, but I definitely need to look at what I want to do with the channel for the rest of the year, because I want to do some new things. I want to do some things that I said I was going to do and I haven't done, and I want to continue to do the things that I love to do. So yeah, so that's my reading and channel resolutions. Do let me know down below if there's any videos or anything you would like to see, and I know I've asked you a whole host of questions during this, so answer those, that would be nice. And I will see you all again on Sunday with my favourite books of this year so far. Goodbye!